Hi everyone, in this video we're going to talk about home inspections. Hi everyone, I'm Natalie Alkhadeff. Welcome to my channel, and this is where we talk about real estate and real estate investing. So if that sounds like your interest, please subscribe on the links below, and let's talk about home inspections. You should do as many home inspections as you are comfortable with the house. So a friend of mine has a saying, cake is better than no cake. Bad cake is better than no cake. So cake is better than bad cake, which is better than no cake. Same thing with home inspections. Having a home inspection is better than no home inspection. A bad home inspection is better than no home inspection. So you need to get a home inspection because the home inspector is going to look for everything that's wrong with the house. So at least you'll get some information. So where should you start? A good place to start is your realtor. They will give you advice on where to get a home inspector, and read their reviews. They'll typically have reviews online. Many states like Texas and Tennessee regulate their inspections, so their inspectors have licenses. Other states like California and Kansas don't have any regulations, which is crazy because I could just start a home inspection business and become a home inspector. So if you are in a state with no regulations, you want to do some extra research. So how to find out if your state has any regulations? Go to the American Society of Home Inspectors, ASHI's website, which is homeinspector.org, and click on members and then click on state regulations. While you're there, you may want to find an inspector who's part of this organization because they abide by a code of ethics. Kind of like real estate agents and realtors. All realtors are real estate agents, but realtors abide by a code of ethics. So the first place to start in your timeline for your home inspection is with a general inspector. The general inspection takes about 2 to 4 hours and it costs about $300 to $500. This is something you pay for out of your pocket. You should be there for the inspection. This might be the first time you'll actually get to spend a lot of time in the space, so take advantage of that. Also, it might get boring, so you might want to bring paint samples or a tape measure to start measuring windows and furniture while you're there. Now, if you can't be there the entire time of the inspection, that's okay, but you should definitely be there for the last hour. That is when the home inspector will take you through the house and explain all the items that he sees. So that's a good time to be there, and then you can also ask him questions as well. The general inspector is a generalist. It's kind of like your general practitioner doctor who might refer you to an ear, nose, and throat doctor. The general inspector may refer you to a specialist like a plumber, roofer, or electrician for further evaluation. Now, in addition to the general inspection, there are some other inspections I highly recommend to get regardless. So one is the sewer line inspection. I personally wouldn't buy a single family home without a sewer line inspection. And that is where an inspector takes a camera and puts it down the sewer lines so you can see what's going on in the pipes. That could be root intrusion, and it also could be breaks in the line. This is a very expensive item to fix, so it's good to know now if there's any problems with the sewer line. Another one that is similar is the chimney inspection. If you don't ever plan to use your chimney, don't worry about it. But if you do, it is important to get a chimney inspection so you know that your chimney is safe. And that's similar to the sewer inspection. They take a camera and stick it up the chimney as well so you can see any breaks or cracks in the chimney. A third one is a termite inspection. Now in Southern California, there's termites in every house, so it's a no-brainer to get this inspection, but check with your realtor if termites are common in your area. And the fourth, if you do have a pool and your general inspection doesn't cover pools, you definitely need a pool inspection. So what does the general inspector inspect? It's all the big ticket items. First off, foundation. What's bigger than foundation? So some good questions to ask your inspector regarding foundation is, does the foundation seem secure? What is the difference between a horizontal crack, and a vertical crack? And also you might want to ask them that when you see that in the walls as well. And what do squeaking floors mean? So the next thing he's going to look at is the basement. Is there dampness? Is there any signs of water intrusion? Another thing he's going to be looking out for you is odors. Is there any musty smell or funky smells? If there are, and you smell something musty, you should get a mold inspection. So the next thing he's going to look at is lot grading and drainage. Does water appear to be draining away from the house? Are there any pools of water around the house? P.S. and by the way, if you can get your inspection during a really rainy day, or better yet, a downpour, that is a huge bonus. So the next one they're going to look at are exteriors, which includes doors, windows, and fences. And does the house need to be painted, or will it need to be painted in the near future? Some questions to ask the inspector are if the gutters and downspouts are firmly attached to the house, and what is the code for electrical outlet outside the house. The next big one is the roof, and the roof material and the condition. So what you're going to want to ask the inspector on this one is when will it need to be replaced, because that's a big ticket item, and how many layers are on the roof, and what does that mean? So another item that he's going to be looking at is the attic, which includes the framing and ventilation. So some questions to ask are, how does the interior of the roof structure look? Are there any signs of leaks in the attic? And can I use the attic for storage? He's going to be looking at all the interiors, and he's going to be checking the ceilings and windows for signs of leaks. The next thing he's going to be looking at is the electrical, which includes the main panel, the sub panel, the receptacles, and if the switches and outlets work, and if the outlets are grounded. Some questions to ask regarding electrical: is the panel updated or on the recall list? And is the panel full, or is it expandable where I can add more appliances or do a remodel in the future? The next big one he's going to be looking at is the plumbing, which includes the vent pipes, toilets, showers, sinks, and faucets. This does not include the sewer inspection. Again, please do that separately and make sure you get that done if you're buying a house. A good question to ask regarding this, or a plumber, is the unusual noises that your house makes with the creaks, and what does that mean? The last thing they're going to be looking at is the systems of the house, which includes the HVAC system, that is the heating, ventilation, and air conditioning unit, and the water heater. Are they working? That's the main question. You can ask the inspector how old are the systems and what is their typical lifespan. What is not included in the inspection report is sprinklers, alarm systems, and TV and satellite dishes. Sometimes the appliances are not included, and sometimes unpermitted rooms aren't included. So definitely double check on that as well. Okay, so what happens after this? A house does not pass or fail inspection. You just get a very long report with everything wrong in the house. Also, an inspector is not going to give you a glowing review of the house for two reasons. One, that's not what they're paid to do. They're paid to give you a bad review of the house and tell you everything that's wrong with the house. And two, it's a huge liability for them. So don't expect them to be like, oh my God, this is the greatest house I've ever seen. They're not going to be that way with your house. What you should do when you are speaking with the inspector is keep on asking, is this normal? Is this normal? So for example, is rat poop in the attic normal? Why, yes, it is. It is gross, but it is normal. Is a water heater working past its lifespan normal? Yes, it is. So these are normal things. When something is not normal, that is a cause for concern and may require extra inspections. For a free home inspection checklist, go to my website at nataliere.com, and I'll leave a link below in the description. So now that you have your home inspection done, now what? Well, check out my next video. It's going to be talking about the next steps and negotiation. So hit the notification bell so you know about that. And then until then, I will see you in the next video.